Hey, welcome. I hope you all are doing fabulous. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? And we have three groups for you to choose from. We have group one, group two, and group three. Feel free to pause the video if you do need a moment to choose your group. But I will see you guys in your readings. Hey, welcome. If you have chosen the first group, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? We have the Strength card. We have the Knight of Cups upright as well, and the Page of Pentacles upright. So it does seem like this person is quite passionate about you. It feels like they really do like you. They think that you feel the same as well. They're very attracted to you, and they're interested to see how things develop between you guys. They could feel that you are obsessed with them, but they like how much you like them. They feel like you make them a priority, which is something else that they like. It feels that right now they do want a more serious relationship with you, or they're thinking about making a serious commitment in your relationship. They could also see themselves sharing a family with you. If they have kids already, they see you being a good addition to their family. But it feels like your presence in their life has made them feel like they have more to look forward to. They feel you've sorry about that. So they feel like you've lit up their life since meeting you, and it feels like right now they are kind of hoping you are an open person. They could be worried that the deeper you guys get, the less open you might be to certain things. And it doesn't necessarily feel like this person is hiding anything from you, but it's like on the surface, it might seem, something that you would be okay with. And then, the more you find out or the deeper you get, the less maybe tolerant you would be of certain things. And it doesn't feel like it's referring to them specifically, but it could be referring to things that are connected to them, like other people or their work, just like things outside of them, but like revolve around them, if that makes sense. Yeah. But they do feel that you could elevate them in life. Like you guys could have a really good quality of life together. They feel that you both are compatible in ways that matter, and you make this person feel brave. You also help them look at the positives in life. And they could feel that you would end up being a really good influence on them. They do like the idea of being possessive of you, but this could be that they also like being able to control you to some degree. For some of you, that's not what it is. Like for others of you, it could be that they just feel like you would listen to them, like you would take what they have to say on board, or they might actually think you want them to take the lead when it comes to you, but they could actually feel like it would be difficult to live up to that standard. It may not be what they're used to, like fully taking the lead in a relationship, especially if they feel that's what you want or that's what you need in a person. But for some of you, it could just be that they feel it would be hard to lead a person like you, especially if you already are quite independent, very balanced. or they kind of just feel like you guys would have that dynamic where you would need them to be independent. But yeah, this person, they do have a lot of respect for you. They do feel like they need to continue to romance you as well. They feel like they need to continue being charming. If they've been taking you out on dates, or they've been kind of I don't know if this is already happening for some of you, but they could feel like that is what you expect, to be romance, to be, you know, taken out, to be, you know, taken care of to some degree. Um, but yeah, they feel like either they need to keep that energy up, or they feel like that is what you would want and what you would expect, which may not come naturally to them, but they feel that they need to do that to win you over, or for your relationship to keep moving forward. Even though it may not be something they're used to, it does feel like they enjoy it and they think that you like it too. So it's something that they would want to do, or would want to continue. So they also feel that they've had to pull themselves out of their comfort zone for you. They definitely feel like you challenge them, but it may not always be in, I wouldn't say a good way, but they may not always like it or appreciate it. But it's not a huge problem, because like when you're right, you know, even though they may not like to hear it at times or be challenged in those ways, but they do get it, and they do feel you have helped them grow as well. They also feel that you've helped them feel calmer, more focused on what's important, help them realize some of their dreams as well. They do feel that you are still a mystery to them, and they feel like you are special. Your presence in their life is very special. They do feel that you are creative, and you could have helped them tap into that energy as well. They feel you've helped them mature, if I haven't said that already. Like, I don't know, but for some of you, and in like some way, they feel like you've both saved each other. It could be from loneliness, stagnation, or something that you are more aware of, but they do feel like you guys have helped or saved each other in some way, you know? So I'll do these ones next, and then I will do the rest. So we have you are giving your power away, and we also have stop whining. So the person that you're asking about, they don't want you to feel powerless. This doesn't necessarily feel like it is about them. It could be referring to other areas of your life. Um, like they want you to feel strong, if that makes sense. So with the stop whining, this feels like it is referring to them. Like they feel that you've helped them maybe have more resilience in some ways. Maybe you've helped them stop, I don't want to say, but maybe you've helped them stop whining about something. Um, like maybe you've helped them take action, whereas before maybe they were kind of, again, like whining or bitching about it, but you've helped them see that there is no point in doing that. So earlier in the reading, there was a message that you did make this person feel brave. So it could be referring to that. So this person could have felt quite emotional before, maybe before meeting you, or before, things kind of progress between the two of you. So they do feel stronger with you being in their life, or you've helped them or encouraged them to be stronger in some way. So we also have ending a trauma. We have child, give yourself permission to play. We have guide. We have music. We have life purpose. And we also have give it to God. All right, so with this ending a trauma, it doesn't feel like it's actually related to a trauma, but this person could have had quite a pessimistic or negative perspective in some area of their life, or maybe just in general, maybe towards something. But it feels like you being in their life, it feels like they've kind of shifted perspective. Maybe you've helped them end a certain perspective of, thinking negatively, or being pessimistic, and instead you've encouraged them to take action. It feels like you also help them to stop dwelling on the past. So with this guide following the footprints of greatness, they feel like since meeting you, they are on a better path, a more positive path. Like before, maybe they felt stuck, or they felt, bored or stagnant in their life. And it feels like since meeting you, that energy has shifted, it has changed for them. But with this card, they also feel like you're on a great path as well. They feel like you're on a path of greatness too. They could feel like you have good role models, or people who have like helped you and kind of steered you in the right direction, maybe through maybe mentors or your parents, or you've just had people to look up to and people to guide you onto an awesome path. And it feels like you've helped them recognize that they actually had the same guidance in life, but maybe they weren't appreciating it. And it feels like you have helped them appreciate it and kind of steer back onto a path of that is in alignment with them, something that they do want. So they feel like you guys would have a relationship, or you already do have a relationship, where you would be able to kind of like guide each other and support each other on your on your journeys. So they could feel like you're living your life's purpose, that you're doing what you feel that you are meant to do in this life. And maybe before they met you, they maybe felt like they didn't really have a purpose, or felt like, do you know how like some people like have a natural talent, or they're naturally inclined to do something, or they're just gifted in certain ways? They may have felt like they weren't really, you know, I don't know how to explain. Maybe they felt like they were coasting, if that makes sense, and they didn't really feel that they had a purpose. But it feels like since meeting you, they kind of recognize that maybe a purpose isn't something that kind of hits you over your head. Maybe it's something that you have to kind of go out and find and discover for yourself. So it feels like some of you, you've helped this person realize that. So this person, they could feel like you are quite innocent, that you are quite playful, and that you've helped them kind of tap into that energy as well. So this person, they with music, they feel like you are on a unique path. They feel like you have a beautiful voice. For some of you, this could just be your natural talking voice. For some of you, maybe you do have a beautiful singing voice, so it could be referring to that. But below music, it says, sing the song of your soul and dance to your unique rhythm. And they feel like that's how you're approaching your life. Like, they feel like you're unique and you're kind of just doing what feels right to you, or again, what you feel is your purpose. But I feel like this message is mainly about your uniqueness and how they feel that you are unique. With this message, give it to God. They feel that you have faith, that you have trust, but it's almost like, how do I say this? Like you don't worry about things, and that's how they feel you approach life. Or they feel like you're just kind of calm, you're relaxed, and you rarely worry about things. And maybe you've helped them kind of, again, like tap into that energy themselves. So we have, I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down. We have, I want to feel your skin against my own. We have, I see your scars. We have, fuck me now. We have, let's piss off the neighbors, don't hold back. We have distance. Don't take it personal. We have, you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. We have out of nowhere. And I can't hide my connection to you. So with this card, they feel like you guys will have a relationship, or there's the potential for you guys to have a relationship where your trust and your bond is extremely strong. Where you guys maybe are completely vulnerable and open with each other. So with this card right here, you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Like in the past, maybe they felt that your connection wouldn't really have the impact on them that it has had. And it feels like they are giving your connection now or your impact on them much more credit than maybe they did on the past. Maybe in the past they not necessarily downplayed you, but just didn't realize the impact that you would have on them, like the strong impact that you have had on them. So with this card right here, they could feel you guys have amazing sexual chemistry. So for some of you, if you do have scars, one second. Maybe, you know, slight imperfections in your appearance. They feel like you love that about yourself, that you own your scars or imperfections in some ways, and they love that you love it, you know? Do you have more from this one? They could feel like your scars make you perfect, if that makes sense. Like your scars, like, not that you wouldn't be you without your scars or imperfections, but at the same time, kind of, if that makes sense. So for some of you here, like they could feel people aren't happy about your relationship, or they feel that people wouldn't be happy about your relationship, and they don't care. You know, it feels like they may not want to hide your relationship anymore. Like they don't want to have to love you differently just because some people might feel uncomfortable. So for some of you here, like this could be quite literal. They want, how do I put this? Like it actually feels like it is about your neighbors and they don't care how your neighbors feel. So if that makes sense for some of you here, then that message is for you. Like I'm literally here and I don't care about your neighbors. So yeah, so it could actually be about your neighbors or their neighbors. So for some of you here, they could feel that distance is an issue in your relationship. This could be any type of distance. It's going to be different for everyone. But it could be physical distance, emotional, mental. Maybe due to other responsibilities and obligations that you guys might have. But it feels like they do want to close that distance. You know, they don't want that to be like an ongoing issue, you know? So with don't take it personal, again, like it feels like you've helped this person not take certain things so personal, to not have such a maybe strong emotional reaction when it comes to certain things. Like you've helped this person, you know, calm and relax and kind of maybe approach things logically. So they feel like the changes that they've experienced, the changes that you could have encouraged, whether that was intentional or unintentional on your part, but they feel like the changes that they have made has literally come out of nowhere. It's like they woke up one morning and realized that they are a different person, and they do credit you for that. But they do feel like it kind of came out of nowhere, like the positive changes that they have been able to make in their life. So with this card here, like this person also feels that you would like, um, or you do like the way they touch you and the way they kind of, love on you. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful and resonate and make sense. But I am wishing you guys all the best, all right? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, then this reading is for you. So I'll start off with the tarot cards first. We have the Temperance card in reverse. We also have the Ace of Wands upright. And we have the Star card in reverse. All right, so the person that you're asking about, they feel that your connection is struggling at the moment. Maybe so yeah, they feel like your connection is struggling and you guys can't really find a common ground. It feels like they're unhappy. Um, and they feel that they have been treating you badly because of it. They do feel that you are partly, maybe one of the reasons that they are feeling unhappy. They could feel like they aren't really going anywhere in life. They could feel a bit stuck. They could feel like they have no power right now. If there have been arguments, disagreements between the two of you, or one person badgering the other, they feel that it has been affecting them more than it has, affected you. They could feel like the only option right now is to exit the relationship. I mean, if you guys are already separated, if there already is distance between you guys, they could feel that is the only option right now to kind of, keep that distance or keep that separation. If you guys are together currently, they could feel that's the only option is to exit the relationship. But they could feel that, please only take this if it makes sense, but they could feel that you manipulate them into staying. But the thing is, they don't actually want out of a relationship with you. They don't want things to continue. If you guys are separated already, like they don't want that to continue. Like it feels like they actually want things to change. But because they feel you aren't open to it or aren't open to change, and they feel like they are open to change, it's hard to see any other option, even though that is not what they want. To some degree, they feel that you both are the problem. They could want to fix it, but feel that you don't. Even if you do, they could feel like it's not in the way that it's like, say, for example, someone wants you to make certain changes, like you're open to making changes that you feel would be beneficial to you in the relationship, but those changes aren't the changes that they're talking about. So they could feel like there is a difference of opinion, in regards to what changes need to be made. And they may not realize that you actually do want to make changes as well. So they do feel that overall you both find it hard to reach a common ground. But it feels like they do actually want you guys to resolve your issues. They could feel that you need to stop getting other people involved in your relationship, you know, too many cooks and all that. They also feel that if something in your relationship connection doesn't change soon, it could become destructive, maybe more so than it is at the moment. Like they feel it would reach a point where it's hard to come back from, you know, whereas now they feel they could feel like there is still potential for things, you know, to change for the better. So yeah, they are afraid that it could potentially reach a point of no reconciliation, and they do feel like they need to focus on themselves for a little while. They could feel that you need to do the same, or that you already are doing the same. So this person, they could also feel that you keep taking things to the extreme or making things worse than they need to be. Like they could feel like some of the disagreements, or, you know, like if there has been, you know, you like if you have been badgering them, or, you know, getting onto them about certain things, like they could feel, you know, you're making things serious unnecessarily, you know. And it feels like this person loves you, but they don't feel that you feel the same way, and they could also feel that you never really love them. They are worried your relationship is pretty much over. They could also feel like your interest is kind of, you know, on someone else, or, you know, they could feel like you're interested in someone else, or for some of you, they could feel like you're trying to change them into someone that they aren't. Um, but it seems like they actually want you both to last long term. They could feel that your family hates them. They could feel that your relationship has become one-sided. Maybe on your side, they feel like they could feel that you're doing more. Like this could be in the past. Maybe in the past it was quite one-sided, where you were doing more. Um, and they do feel that you've been very good to them, but they do feel like the tables are turning slightly. Whereas like maybe they feel like they are the one wanting things to work, and you are maybe less open to it, or just more, you know, unbothered than they are. It feels like they've realized that they haven't been good enough to you, and, you know, they do see you as extremely attractive, and they see that other people see that, and they feel that you are popular, they feel that you are desired, and that it wouldn't really be difficult for you to move on from them. And they do see you eventually leaving them behind, which isn't what they want. But they do feel like you're at a point now where you are losing hope, or have already lost hope, you know? All right, so we have you are loved, and we also have shame, regret, and guilt. And on the back it says forgive and let it go. So this person feels that you are extremely loved. Um, like this could be in general, like they could just feel like you have an attractive energy about you. Like they could feel you draw people into you as well. That could be partly the reason why they feel like it would be easier for you to move on than it would be for them. With this card here, like they definitely feel like you don't let things go easily. For some of you, only take this if it makes sense, but they could feel that you feel disgusted by them at the moment. Okay, so we also have a heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. We also have internet. Embrace the fact that you are the world. We have celebrity. We have departed loved ones. And we have multifaceted and unnecessary worries. I mean, with celebrity, I think that message came up earlier where they do feel you are quite popular. They could feel like a lot of people are on you in a lot of different ways, like romantic, platonic. Like they could also feel that you do have a lot more opportunities or options than they do. But this may not be like a comparison thing. They could just feel that you are someone that does have a lot of options and opportunities. They could feel the same, like they could feel like they have options and opportunities too. Like this person could want you to put them on a pedestal. Like they want you to think highly of them. They want you to respect them, and they don't feel like they're getting that. They may feel that they would never kind of get that sort of appreciation from you. Like this person could see them as quite multifaceted, like they could see themselves as talented. They could see themselves as interesting as well. But they feel like you're growing bored of them. Like they feel like they have all these, good qualities, but they feel that, not that you don't see it, just that you don't appreciate it. Maybe you did in the past, or for some of you, they could feel that you never really appreciated them like that. With heightened intuition, this person, they feel like they should have trusted their intuition when it came to you, and their intuition could have been telling them that you aren't necessarily emotionally invested in them, in their opinion. Their intuition could have been telling them that you are hiding something from them as well. So a random message, and this may not be for everyone, but for some of you here, they could feel that you would end up embarrassing them on the internet or in public in some way. They could feel that you would air out some of their secrets, but please only take that if it makes sense. Do you have more from this one? So with over here it says, departed loved ones, you are loved more than you'll ever know. Over here it says you are loved as well. So they do feel, again, like they do feel you are popular. They do feel you are loved. They could feel that you came from an environment where you were very loved, where you were very much uplifted as well. They could feel that they didn't really have that same, love and support that you have. And they definitely feel like it impacted them. They could feel that you don't maybe see it or realize it. So they could feel that you guys will never maybe be able to resonate with each other in that way. Like with this card, they could feel like your loved ones are very protective over you as well. With this card here as well, they could feel that you don't really appreciate the support that you do get. And we also have drunk with love. So with this card here, they could feel you are quite an affectionate person, and it feels like they do want you to kind of, give them that affection, give them that kind of energy. And they feel like you aren't, and they feel like maybe you won't too. So they could feel like the attachment that they do have to you right now is quite unhealthy. Maybe mainly on their side, not really on your side, because they feel like you're quite clear on how you feel and on where you stand, whereas they feel like they are the ones that are pretty much holding on to things, which they, see isn't necessarily healthy. So we also have, you are strong, but you don't have to do this alone. We also have instant connection. We have take the lead. We have protection. We have I've been trying to contact you. We have you are so sexy. We have I want to be of service to you. Nothing will stand in my way. I don't think this is going to work. Healing and trauma. So this person, they feel like they have trauma that you wouldn't understand. They could feel like that is something that makes it hard for you to connect to them or for them to connect to you. because they just feel like you haven't had, you know, the same experiences as them, especially, you know, certain experiences that make you, that are like trauma, you know, that kind of make you, not make you different, but maybe affect the way you connect to other people, or the way people connect to you. With you are so strong, but you don't have to do this alone, they feel that you see them as strong, and because you do see them as strong, you see them as not needing, I don't know, not needing support, or they feel like you see them as being able to deal with certain things alone. But it feels like they want protection too, they want support, they want people to be there for them. Maybe they want you to be there for them, and they feel that you just don't see it that way. So with this card here, like they want you to make them feel desired, like they want you to make them feel beautiful, handsome, they want you to make them feel attractive, you know? And they feel like that's something that you are not going to do, or just not doing right now, you know? They could feel that you've been trying to ignore them, they could feel that they've been trying to contact you or trying to talk to you, but they feel like maybe you aren't as open to it as maybe you used to be. They could feel like you are protecting yourself. They could feel like there are people around you who are trying to protect you as well. So right now they feel like they can't get closer to you. They feel like they can't, you know, resolve any of the issues that you guys, you know, have, or any of the issues that you have with them. So right now they kind of just feel like they are being shut out. To some, on some level, like they could feel that you are at a point where you are over them, you know? Like they could feel that it's too late for them to take the lead when it comes to you and when it comes to the relationship that you guys have. Like initially they did feel an instant connection to you. Um, you know, with I want to be of service to you, they do feel like in the past there was a point where you were maybe very supportive of them, maybe you were, you know, generous towards them, maybe you were quite nurturing, but they could feel like you aren't anymore. They could feel like they didn't appreciate it, like the effort that you did make in the past. And maybe they're kind of feeling it now because you aren't making that same effort anymore, you know? So they could feel some regret. So with nothing will stand in my way, they feel that at the moment there is a lot that's actually kind of preventing the two of you from coming together, that they do feel like there are a lot of hurdles and challenges in between you guys. Are they? And it feels like at the moment they aren't sure whether or not it is worth it, or, you know, whether or not they want to jump these hurdles to, you know, come closer to you. It feels like they are more leaning towards giving up, even though that's not something they want. Okay. And again, like they do feel like there are people that's coming in between you guys as well. Like they could just feel that the situation you guys have is just not going to work out in the end, regardless of their intentions, regardless of what they want and what you want. Like they feel, they feel like they do recognize that they do have some trauma, and they do recognize that they need to focus on themselves, that they do need to focus on healing. But yeah, that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it can be helpful, and I'm wishing you guys the best. Okay, please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you have chosen the third group, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you? I'll start off with your tarot cards and then we will get into the rest. All right. So the first card we have is the Page of Wands upright. We have the Death card upright, and we also have the Tower upright too. All right, so they feel that you are extremely playful and fun. They do feel you are great to be around. And they feel that most people kind of think that about you, that you are good to be around. They feel that your relationship is stable. I don't know, please only take this if it makes sense. For some of you, this is referring to the relationship you have with them. For others of you, this could be referring to a relationship you have with someone else. Possibly a romantic connection. But they do feel that either your relationship is stable, relationship with someone else is stable, but regardless of which one of those that is, they do feel that whatever you guys have could be stable as well, no matter how serious or new your relationship might be. They do feel extremely attracted to you. For some reason, they don't really care if you feel the same about them, not in a bad way. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a moment. So it feels like they don't, care if you feel the same in terms of your attraction to them as they feel for you. Again, like not in a bad way, but in a it's all about you kind of way. It's like it doesn't really matter how attractive you find me, because I find you extremely attractive. Like it's not about them, if that makes sense, But yeah, they like that you're the more attractive one, that you're the more desired one. So they feel it's only right, And even if other people don't see it that way, they don't care, because that's how they see it. So they do think you're very affectionate, and they do like that. They think you're very generous as well. They do feel that you guys have had good times, or that you guys could have some, great times together. They do want to look after you to some degree. They want to spoil you in ways too. They honestly feel lucky that they met you. They think you guys are different, but also feel that you both are compatible in ways, and you really work, or they feel that you guys would really work. They could feel that the differences that you guys do have, it really works for your relationship. They do feel that you are a little bit chaotic, a little impulsive, but they like that a lot. For some of you, they feel you both could match each other in that way. But they do love that you seem, or that they know you are a passionate person, but also sweet and protective. It does seem like they do get a little jealous when they see you being quite nurturing towards other people, and that other people demand or need your attention. And even though they do feel a little jealous, they also get it, they understand. Like, they're not salty at you or anything like that. Um, they do think about starting a family with you, and they feel like you guys would make the coolest parents, okay? They don't feel like there's anything they would change about you as well. They just feel that you are super cool. They enjoy having you around, and it feels like they don't want to experience what it would be like if you weren't around. They just want to keep you around. They want the nature of your relationship to change, though. They want you guys to dive deeper. Random message, but they could want you guys to explore each other's fantasies a bit more. Like, they could feel like you guys haven't fully dived into those, freaky fantasies, and they definitely want to. Like, they could feel like you're holding back in that area. They could feel like they're holding back some too. Maybe you guys just aren't at that kind of place yet, but they definitely want to get there. Or it's something that they are excited about. It's not really something, is it? Yeah. So it's something that they are excited about for sure. It's like they're patient, but they also want to speed up that process too. Um, they definitely want to please you, but this is more than just physically. They think you are really intense, but honestly, they love that intensity about you. It feels like they want to give you more stability in life. Like, they want to help you, they want to support you. They want you guys to travel together. They want your relationship to be action filled. Nothing too crazy, like, they don't want you guys jumping out of planes every other weekend or anything like that. But they don't want your relationship to get boring. They want to keep things interesting. They want you, stay connected to each other, to always be interested in each other, to always have fun with each other. Like, they want you guys to be best friends, as well as anything else that might happen between you guys. So yeah, they just want to keep your relationship exciting. Like, they feel you guys could challenge each other, push each other in ways that might be uncomfortable, but at the same time, you guys will love on each other really hard as well. They feel more confident around you, and it feels like they are ready to move things to the next level. And they love that you guys are aware of each other's needs, or that's one thing that they do want to develop, and they're looking forward to those changes. They do feel your connection is extremely spiritual and emotional. They really feel like you shook up their life as well, but they like it. It's like you woke them up. They feel like a different person since they met you. Okay, so we have Rebel. And we also have eat your vegetables. Okay, let's see what these messages are about. So they could feel like they would need to be a rebel in some way to explore a relationship with you. Like this could involve disappointing certain people, or you know, breaking away from traditions or what certain people expected of them. So they do feel like they would need to be a rebel in some way. So for some of you here, please only take this if it makes sense, but they could feel that you need to take care of yourself. They could feel that you need to do more things that will potentially benefit your health. But this doesn't feel like a form of judgment. It just feels like this person, you know, cares about you. Like if this person is into fitness, they could feel that is something that you would benefit from as well. Maybe something nice for you guys to do together. Or they feel that that's something they'll be able to help you with, or it's something that you guys could bond over. Okay, so we have celebrate life. We have lottery. We have childhood home. We have sex, kiss, hug. We have natural beauty and authenticity. We have spiritual or religious community. And we also have be gentle with yourself. So for some of you here, please only take this if it makes sense, but they could feel that their religion, their culture, or something like that prevents them from being with you, or they feel like it would be a hurdle in terms of being with you. And again, that could come back to that rebel message that came out earlier. So they could feel like they would need to go against something or someone in order to be with you. Like they could feel that they are from quite a religious community, but they could feel that you aren't. And they could feel like that, you know, potentially causes some challenges for you guys. But with this card here, like this person does have a desire to be closer to you. Again, with bet on yourself and with rebel, it feels like they feel maybe after meeting you that they need to be more independent, that they need to maybe break away from certain things that that have kind of kept them in a box, or you know, made them feel restricted in some way. So they feel like they need to, you know, bet on themselves a bit more, that they need to count on themselves, and that they need to kind of follow what they feel is right, instead of like relying on what they grew up to believe, um, or things that are a part of their culture or religion. But yeah, with Celebrate Life, like they feel that you guys could have a life that is, you know, fun and exciting, that does feel like a celebration. Like they could feel that that you guys could uplift each other's lives in that way. with childhood home, like you feel like home to this person, like they do feel really comfortable around you. And with natural beauty and authenticity, they do feel you are very naturally beautiful. They do feel you're very authentic. But it does feel like they do want to uncover more about you. They want you to be even more of yourself around them, you know? But they do find you extremely attractive though. So with be gentle with yourself, they feel like you are actually very gentle with them. They could feel you're very accepting of them as well. Accepting of the differences between you guys. So with this card as well, they do feel that you are both fiery and gentle, you know? We also have strip. We have will you wait for me? We have I deserve better. We have I've done things I'm not proud of. We have I'm spying on you. We have you have the qualities I look for in a partner. We also have I can't escape you. I see you in my dreams. I wake up craving your touch. We also have they wouldn't understand. We have unpredictable. And we have I'm still thinking of the little things you did and said. So they do feel you are a little unpredictable, but this person loves that about you. Um, so with Will You Wait For Me, they could feel that you have some things that you need to close up in your life, or so for some, things to end in your life. And it feels like until you do, it does feel like they are going to be, patient. And they could feel that they need to focus on themselves during that time. This could be specifically for those of you though who are in another relationship. It could be closing other things. So if you're not in a relationship, maybe they just feel that you're not in the right space to completely focus on the relationship you guys do have, but they are extremely hopeful. But they feel like you both don't care what other people or how other people perceive your connection or how other people, feel about your relationship. They could feel like there is someone specific in your life that wouldn't understand the relationship you guys have. They could feel like this person would be judgmental of you guys. This could be mainly towards you though. But yeah, this person, they feel like they can't escape you. Like they're always thinking about you. They could dream about you. They could, think about you in inappropriate times. They could feel like, again, there's an energy of this person, being patient when it comes to you. But at the same time, that they do want, speed. They do want momentum. Like this person is definitely craving you right now. And they definitely feel like you do have the qualities that they are looking for in a partner. This person could feel like they're spying on you too much. Like this person, because they think about you so much, they could end up spying on you. Um, Like they could find themselves kind of like looking at you and, you know, kind of drifting off, you know. So they kind of like space out because they're looking at you, because they're thinking about you. For some of you, they could think you would feel put off if you actually knew how much they thought about you or fantasized about you. So this person, they definitely feel like they deserve better than what they have been accepting so far. Maybe in their relationships in comparison to you. It's like they've realized like, okay, this is what I want, like this is what I do deserve. Like in their past relationships, they could have felt that Five of Pentacles energy, and with the Queen of Wands coming out next, they could feel this way about you, like more excited, more empowered, you know, stronger as well. It feels like in the past, like they've been in relationships or they've been in situations that they weren't proud of, but they feel like they know better, like moving forward, and moving forward they will do better and, you know, be with someone that they are proud of, or, you know, be a part of things that they're proud of. So it feels like, you know, the interactions that you have had with this person, it definitely lingers. It's something that they definitely think about, maybe analyze even. Um, but with strip right here, like that is more of a desire for you guys to like strip back the layers, be more vulnerable with each other. This does feel like physical as well. Like that could be something that they fantasize about. But anyways, that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful and make sense. And I'm wishing you guys the best, alright? Please take care. Bye.